At 5 o'clock, General Motors has agreed to a $900 million fine over a deadly defect with ignition switches. More than 100 people have been killed, including a woman from Georgia, but prosecutors have not ruled out filing charges.
The law is the law and the facts are the facts. We're not done, and it remains possible that we will charge an individual.
Channel 2's consumer investigator Jim Strickland was the first TV reporter to report the link between a local woman's death and this recall crisis. Jim's live in our newsroom.
Jovita, of course, that victim was Paulding County nurse Brooke Melton. The family attorney blasted GM's deal today, expressing doubts that anyone will serve time. Melton's mother, Beth, was on the record with those same doubts in my last interview with her.
We can't have anybody arrested. Nobody's going to serve jail time.
That was Beth Melton last summer. Her daughter Brooke died in this Chevy Cobalt in 2010. The engineer hired by their attorney found the evidence that rocked GM. Today's fine plus payments to victims total more than $1.5 billion.
Two ordinary citizens from Cobb County, Georgia, can hold a corporation such as General Motors accountable.
The Melton crash led to revelations that GM knew its ignition switch was not built to spec, but that they installed it anyway, then secretly changed its design.
It just breaks my heart to think that there were people that knew that other people were driving the vehicles, they were not safe, and people were dying.
GM admits to 124 crash deaths and 275 injuries linked to switches that turned by themselves, cutting power to airbags and power steering. Melton's attorney sent evidence of a cover-up to federal regulators. Soon, a recall that started at 600,000 expanded to 2.6 million cars.
And I think we actually have already saved lives by all the recalls that have come out as a result of our case.
The Meltons have settled with GM and are funding a private safety alert program in their daughter's memory.
GM CEO Mary Barra held a meeting with employees, and again she apologized. The Meltons settled with GM, but the company still faces more than 200 lawsuits. I checked with the latest report with federal regulators, and at the last count, 1/3 of all of those recalled cars are still not fixed. Reporting live in the newsroom, Jim Strickland, Channel 2 Action News.